everyone, and welcome this evening. As with anything that is new, we are taking baby steps and we're struggling to get there. I apologize for all the disruptions. And I thank you if you're still on YouTube for your persistence. Uh, Excellent. I'm going to mute you until you have to speak. Okay? Just stay mute because, otherwise we can't hear each other. Now, welcome this evening to the NPRO candidates roundtable. I have with me here Engineer Joseph Otejere, Mr. Excellent Oyibo, who is in transit, and we had Okbe Adebayo a few minutes ago. I expect that he'll pop in again. And I just want to begin now because a lot of people have been waiting patiently, to hear you. The National Public Relations Officer, the Constitution spells out two very important tasks, for this office. One is to serve as a liaison between the different constituencies and communities, the school community, the public, and all the different associations, chapters of the association. And the other role is to publish all the activities, of the association. So my first question to any of you who's willing to take the first stab is, as National Public Relations Officer, how will you deal with the fragmented infrastructure that we have now? We have a gazillion class sets, different chapters. We have the recognized chapters. We have little groups growing up here and there, which is going to present a challenge for publishing, the association's, activities. How will you deal with this fragmentation in our infrastructure? Anyone can take this stab.
Hello.
Do you want me to repeat?
I get the question, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Okay, sir. I'm working with time here. I might just get out of network. So let me just, from what you said now, how we can deal with the different, how we can pass information across to all the different sets, the different chapters, right? Hello?
Yes, that's the question. How do you get these, how do you perform the duty of publicizing to all these different fragments of USAOSA?
Okay, thank you very much. I suppose the national has to, you have to make sure that you get acquainted with all the heads of each of all the coordinates of each of those chapters and the sects. You have to get acquainted with them.
Yes, we have to get acquainted with the different parties. Your audio is very spotty and it's difficult to make out what you're saying. I congratulate your resilience, but I'd like to move on to someone else with a more stable, microphone. We'll come back to you when it's a little more peaceful, okay? Anybody care to take a stab at this question? Dealing with...
Yeah, can I?
Yes.
Can I comment on that?
Please, Joseph.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. It is a pleasure to be on this roundtable program, to be able to present our manifestos and to be able to comment on issues that are very important to running of USAOSA affairs in the coming dispensation. Now, your question, you wanted to know how we will deal very fragmented infrastructure, digital infrastructure in particular, that we have at this point in time. Now, in my presentation earlier on, I did present four-point agenda that I'm going to take on with the NEC, USAOSA NEC, so that we can actually implement this. And my number one action point proposal is that apart from creating a national website for USAOSA, which is going to be the official website for USAOSA, we are going to try to harmonize the various social media platforms. I do realize, by virtue of my experience working with the NEC over the past years, that a lot of interest has been springing up within the USAOSA body, and therefore we have some various multi-digital platforms that are springing up here and there. But this is not really good for the sake of unity and harmony of purpose for USAOSA. Now, what I'm going to try to do, my first task, is to try to reach out to all the various sects, be it at the chapter level or at the class set level, and try to see how we can harmonize all our infrastructure so that we have one voice. It is very, very important that we have one official voice. And therefore, we are going to be designating official USAOSA digital platform. We have official national website, and we're going to have official digital platform for the various social media, be it Twitter handle, be it Instagram handle, be it social media handle, be it whatever. So all these digital infrastructure are going to have official digital handles, which are going to be publicized, and so everybody can know that this is the official channel of communication. It is very important. It's going to take some time because of the various interests that have been springing us, but once we align all our interests post-election, we should be able to bring everybody on board and have a singular purpose of unity. Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's what I'm getting.
Thank you very much, Mr. Otejire. I would like to give Okwe Adebayo a shot at responding to this question. Okwe, do you like me to repeat, or do you have the question? Okwe, you are muted, just in case you're speaking. Your microphone is not on. Mr. Adebayo, kindly unmute your microphone.
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Good evening. So I was just asking for your response to this question of publicizing, in the role of the National Public Relations Officer of USAOSA National. One of the main tasks is to publicize the activities of the association. The question is, how will you do this in the current landscape where we have all these different groups that are fragmented all over the place? Your answer, sir.
Well, first of all, personally, I think the reason why there are different groups is because at some point in time, at different occasions, everybody, they don't feel carried along. So, and that is one of the key and very most important part of it. So irrespective of the different factions, once we can give everybody an idea, a vision that, okay, this is the aim, once carry everybody along now, I think, therefore, it will not interrupt our plan, which is to spread information. Now, we're going to do that in simple ways. As a digital marketer, one of the things we do is relate to audience through different social media handles and different internet platforms. And currently, in the 21st century, there are a whole lot of these platforms. So after my own few analysis, I've realized that, okay, we have a few of our members on Facebook and a few of them on Instagram. So basically for me, these two tools are enough to reach out for now, pending when all other, when our members become more on other platforms. Because for now, Twitter is currently illegal in Nigeria. It's been banned in Nigeria. So it's a no-go area for us currently. And then also creating a website where all information comes through, and then that can be linked to the social media handle. for me, that is also a very brilliant idea and something that I'm looking to work towards and work with.
Thank you very much for that response. Now we have to move things along because this is supposed to be a 30-minute time slot. So I want to pose another question. You have all raised the issue of having a platform, having an official, centralized, official platform where everybody will belong. And I want to ask you about the issue of scalability. Right now, the most predominant village square for all of us is the WhatsApp. WhatsApp is owned by Facebook. Facebook owns Instagram. And you all know that there is a cap on a group membership of 256. So speaking of scalability, because we're going to be numbering in the thousands, do you have any ideas on how to scale up so that we don't keep creating different groups, 1, 2, 3, and just have one place where everybody can be? I'd like to hear some expansion on how to make that happen. Anyone?
Okay, can I comment on that?
Please.
Hello?
Yeah, for day-to-day communication and social interaction amongst members, what has been predominant is the WhatsApp group that we have in place. Right now, we have 2 sets of WhatsApp group, and one is filled up. The second one is also rapidly filling up. So what happens to scalability? Well, for me, we may need to explore a situation in which right now we are using a free version of the WhatsApp. I would like to explore if it is possible to get a license of WhatsApp, this thing that can accommodate much more number of persons. Now, that is one thing I would like to explore. In the absence of that, we have very briefly discussed the issue of Telegram, WhatsApp, Telegram platform, which is like WhatsApp. Telegram is very unlimited, can take up to like 3,000 or more, if I'm not mistaken. So we might be, if WhatsApp doesn't work, then we might be compelled to switch over to Telegram. And therefore, we'll have the scalability that we desire, so that we have just one platform where we can shoot out and communicate information to our members.
Thank you, Mr. Tejiri, for that question, that response. Any other responses from Excellent or Okwe?
Hello?
Okay, can I say something now?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. Hold on, great. Excellent first, and then Okwe next. Excellent. Go for it.
All right, thank you, sir. Before now, I think I was one of the first to create a WhatsApp group for USAOSA Nation. Before now, and before that of Isa Unity School platform, and we had to, do a measure from Southern Nation to that Unity School which my project work on what I just said now.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So about the last question you asked about scalability. Well, for me, in diving into the field of digital marketing, one thing that all over the world we try to achieve is continuity and consistency. And from research, Facebook and WhatsApp, they are the most used social media platforms in the world currently. And that is just what we want to be version. Now, I support the idea of Telegram. I like the idea of Telegram because Telegram groups and channels can accommodate more people. But then we'll be forcing a whole lot of people to download Telegram for the purpose of USAOSA, and that might hinder being active on the group. Because in as much as we want them on the group, we also want them to be active. We also want them to hear what we have to say. We also want them to hear their opinions. So for me personally, I'll be looking at the possibility of opening an official Facebook group that will be linked to the official Facebook page. Now, this will help us build a community of all students around our Facebook page. And this will help continuity, consistency. That way, any information that is passed on the official page can easily be processed and sent directly to the official group. Now, Facebook official groups accommodate up to 1 million people. So that way, we have been able to achieve the aim to which they are being there and they will be active. That's it for me.
Thank you very much. So, gentlemen, in spite of the, let me pay you the compliment of resilience. In spite of the difficulties in the audio and the difficulties in the connectivity, you have persevered and you have stayed long enough to answer questions to your constituents. They are listening. A lot of people are complaining about the audio. There isn't much we can do about that from here. Please bear with us. We wish the networks were better. But for whatever it's worth, I want to give you both the opportunity now to give your final push and say why each of you should be elected to the office of the National PRO and not the others. Anybody can lead. Go first. Just a final push to why you should be the candidate. Joe, I guess we're left. Here we go. Why don't you go for it? Uh-oh.
Okay, fine. Again, I really want to thank everybody. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, it's good now.
Okay, fine. So has been shown to me and the encouragement so far. It's convenient, but it is born out of a passion, the innate passion that I have for right from after we left unity school, for me over 30-something years ago. I've been very active from my university days and up to now, both at chapter level, at the classet level,
okay. You're
very, very active from the beginning, and I understand the internal dynamics.
Yeah, it's breaking. You're breaking up a little bit.
I understand USAOSA. Okay. What I'm saying is that I understand USAOSA very well, right from the older class set level to the younger class set level. I will be able to act as a bridge builder We need to unify ourselves. We need to harmonize our purpose. And let's not forget our motto, that all may be one. And that is what I'm going to stand for, to reach out to all, everybody, both the old students, liaise with the school itself. Most importantly, and this is very important, we need, because this dispensation, we have a window. We have for the first time an old student that is a principal of the school now. We need to work very strongly with him to roll out program to turn around the fortune of Unity School Agbaro. And this will demand that we collaborate with a lot of stakeholders.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tejere. Thank you, Mr. Adebayo. Thank you, Mr. Oyibo. It has been a challenge, technologically, but I think we're closer to the electorate now than we were before this conversation. Mr. Adebayo, I'd like to give you a final word. Why should you be the next PRO in 1 minute, please?
Okay, for me, I've always been a person of action. If I see something wrong, I want to try my best to change it. And I think the freshness and the young mind is what I bring to the table. I want to put in the fresh touch to USAOSA. Let's make it move forward. Let's take it to the next level. Let's make it greater. That's it for me.
All right, thank you very much. Listen, even though this has been a topsy-turvy broadcast with difficulty in connectivity and messages back and forth, I want you all to realize that we're witnessing something new in USAOSA National. We're witnessing and we're harnessing the momentum on the opportunity to communicate like this, to reach across the world. I'm in New York. You're in, Joe is in Port Harcourt, and I believe Okbe is in Port Harcourt. Eslant was on transit from Bielsa to Delta. The world has gone so much smaller. And I know we're not going to make it perfect in one fell swoop, but this is a big step for us. And we will continue to push the envelope until we achieve perfection. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for your time this evening. I appreciate your presence here. And I will do my best to edit out all of the, poor connection portions of this broadcast so that people can get the essence of what you communicated here today. I want to wish you the best of luck and Godspeed, because with just 3 days from voting. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank
Ben.
you.
Thank you for all the effort. And our
Thank you, my
all the
brothers.
other members of the Electoral Committee. Thank you for awesome job.
Thank you. And thank you for all of you on YouTube Live. I'm going to edit the video, the live broadcast, and turn it into a video so you can watch the